Welcome into Sports Talk with Theo Dorsey, South Georgia. Let's talk sports. The Berrien Rebels will have their third head football coach in 4 seasons this fall. There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is familiar in the area. That's right, when the Rebels burst through the banners in 2018, they'll be stampeding behind a new leader. Tim Alligood was hired as the 22nd coach in program history. He's been an assistant all over South Georgia, including recently in Nashville. Though this is his first high school head coaching job, the 1996 Lowndes High School graduate has over a decade of experience as an assistant, all in South Georgia. He joins Sports Talk tonight to tell us how said experience will spill into a successful tenure as the lead man in Nashville. Welcome to the show, Tim Alligood. Thanks for joining us.
Good to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
And the first thing I like to always do is go over a coach's coaching resume so the fans at home can know, some of your background. And the first thing that stood out before we take a look at the resume is you've coached on the staffs of some pretty big name coaches when it comes to Robbie Pruitt. You got Ed Pilcher, some guys that have had a lot of tenure in South Georgia. What have you learned from those experiences?
Man, I tell you, there's so much I've learned. I could write a book about it, to be honest with you. I've been very fortunate to coach under all those guys, and all those guys, they all had their own way of doing it, and I'd like to think that I've tried to steal as much from them as I can, like the old saying goes in the coaching profession, you see a good coach, he's probably a good thief. and I've tried to steal as much as I could from every one of those guys. Like I said, there's so much I've learned from them, and I'm just trying to here in this situation with Barry, just take a little bit of everything I've learned, and of course you got to be who you are. I really feel that. I think you can't be fake. Kids will see that in a hurry, but you try to take everything you've learned and just put your spin on it and do the best you can do.
Definitely so. Well, let's take a look at where you stole from. Going through your coaching resume, you were a Valdosta State graduate in 2004. Your first job was at Thomasville on the defensive line. You were helping coach that defensive line there under Richie March. Then you went to Lowndes, where you graduated from in '96, and you coached under Randy McPherson. Did you play under him as well back when you were in school?
No, sir. I played for Milt Miller.
Milt Miller, okay.
Yes.
So and when you coached there as a community coach in college, you were under Milt Miller and under McPherson,
yes,
so you had some time under both.
Yes, sir.
In 2010, you got out to Tift County and coached up the defensive line for a couple of years. You spent a year in 2012 under Jason Strickland at Fitzgerald. Pretty successful teams out there for the Purple Hurricane. Then you came to Berrien in 2013, where you're at now. At that point, you were the defensive coordinator under Ed Pilcher. And then in 2016 through 2017, you were the Coffee linebacker coach under Robbie Pruitt. 2017, obviously a pretty successful campaign with the Trojans.
Yes, sir.
Right there in the state title game in the 6A level. How was that experience? How do you sum up all of those experiences, and how does that make you the coach you are today?
Like I said, just absorbing everything I could. Being very fortunate to be in programs with guys that knew what they were doing. There's no substitute for the playoff experience that you gain from those staffs. Probably the last 2 years under Coach Pruitt, I really he's been doing it so successful for so long. I learned a lot, probably as far as program organization and that kind of stuff in the last 2 years. Probably from what I've learned, total any other places I've been. I mean, he's just. He's sharp, and he's got that program rolling. And tell you what, man, your neighbors over here, Lee County, that state championship game was something last year. It was an awesome atmosphere, and it was a special year last year. Like I said, learned a lot from him the last 2 years.
Definitely. A lot of ringing the bells out there, a lot of noise being made out there from the Coffee team, and I'm sure they're happy to see that you got a head coaching job out of it. Let's talk about the support, the backbone for you, and that's the Alligood family, the ones that have traveled with you all throughout South Georgia and supported you the whole way through. Let's take a look at your family here, and you have your wife, Brittany, your daughter, Savannah. We had the rest of the names up there, but it looks like it disappeared. But can you name off the rest of your children? I know Savannah's the oldest.
Yes. My son is Aaron. He's there with Kirby earlier this year at camp. There's us at Coffee, actually, last year at the state championship game when it was snowed. And they canceled that and we had to come back. And that's when we played at Lee County. But Savannah's the oldest one, Aaron's the middle one, and Anna Grace is my youngest one. She's 8 years old. So they're all involved with sports, and they love it. I'm very blessed. My wife, she's got a servant's heart. She helps serve breakfast for us every morning, and she's actually the booster club president of the softball team where my daughter plays. So she's all about it, man. She loves it. So I've heard people say before, told me, say, I think you outpunted your coverage with that one. So I'd probably agree with that.
Well, that's good. That's good for you and good for the team and the program as well at Berrien, especially the softball team as they're getting some help. Let's talk about the makeup of the Rebels that you've been coaching this summer. Obviously, you had been gone for a couple of years at Coffee. You get back to Nashville. How do you feel about the makeup of the team you got this year? How's the summer been going for you guys?
Man, we've had a great summer. I don't want to put any undue pressure on myself, but to be honest with you, the talent level at Berrien now compared to where it's been, especially the last time I was there, I think the timing of it's really good. Of course, we've got a young man by the name of Jamarcus Johnson that he's already been offered by Florida State. He's in the 2020 class. Our 2020 class, we could sign as many as 5 or 6 kids to college scholarships, and that probably been the first time in Berrien that maybe has ever happened. And it's not so much the coaching we're doing. That's just a good Lord blessing them with the talent they have, and like I said, we feel really good about it. Now what that's going to translate like in wins and losses, there's an old saying about potential. I can't think of it right now, but basically it'll get you beat every time, something along those lines. So we got to put it all together, But I felt really good about it. We went to 3 OTAs. We've through with several teams this summer, so there's no doubt that we're a better football team right now than we started the summer with. So.
And that's going to be pivotal for you guys to be a better football team, because I want to talk briefly about the changing of the culture there. You guys hadn't had a winning season since '95, hadn't had a region title since '91. And how do you step into somewhere like that and get the kids to buy into now you guys want to try and build a winner there?
Well, they have made the playoffs at Berrien, believe it or not. I think it's been 3 out of the last 5 years, something like that. My second year, when I was there as defensive coordinator with Coach Pilcher, that was the first time they had made the playoffs, I think, in 25 years. We beat Cook County that year for the first time in 25 years. The very next week beat Clinch County for the first time in a long time, and then I think that kind of got the ball rolling. And then the last 2 years, they've been to the playoffs, and got put out the first round, but they've been. So it's not like that they just had zero success and zero. So I think that's something to build off of. Of course, we're aiming a lot higher than that, and I think that's what I've been challenging the kids to is, not being satisfied with that. Let's take this thing to the next level. And the potential's there. You look at Berrien County, it's a big county. There's not many people in the county. It's a big farming community. But you look at all the counties that surround Berrien, and they're football playing places. So we've got some of the same kids, maybe not on the level of some of the counties around us. But we've got a little bit of talent there, and we just got to put it all together, and we're happy to be there. We've lived there since 2013, built a house there, and we're ready to build a program there. So I'm excited about it.
Well, as you build that program, we're gonna play some trivia right after this break. But before we go to trivia, I want to hear from what some of the players think so far of you and your new coaching staff. After that, we'll go to break. We'll play some trivia and have some fun with it. Let's take a listen to some of your new Berrien Rebels.
Oh, we coming closer together as a family. Like, we getting real closer, we getting everything done, and that's good.
I've seen more leadership built, I think, and a lot more teamwork going on.
Last year we was all scattered out, but this year we trying to be one blood, one family.
Well, our old coaching staff, they taught us a lot, but he just adding on to what he knows and all his experience. So it's gonna be a good thing. Well, he getting there trying to get us closer to God, getting us all in a relationship with God and all that stuff, and trying to put a show on for the community this year.
Welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm John Barron. He's Theo Dorsey, and we are joined by Berrien head football coach Tim Alligood. Coach, thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Good to be here, John.
Yeah, Coach, so let's talk a little bit about the practice. You know, I was out there about this upcoming season. We were talking a little bit about that and what you guys are expecting from the team. Now, I was able to go out there yesterday like you saw, and we were able to talk to some of your players and also you as well, just to talk about what you guys are expecting for this upcoming season. So before we start trivia, let's go ahead and take a look at that video and just hear about what you and your players believe we'll be expecting this season. In Nashville, Georgia, the Berrien Rebels are hard at work getting prepared for their opening season matchup, which is less than a month away. But this season feels different for the Rebels. After finishing the 2017 season 4-7, the Rebels believe they have something to prove.
We doing everything as a family now, though. Like, we trying to become one. Last year we was all scattered out, but this year we trying to be one blood, one family.
A big part of this change could be because of first-year head coach Tim Alligood, who of course wants to focus on this team's turnaround, but is also making sure he is molding his players into young men.
Football is a metaphor for life, and there's no better way to develop a young man than this game right here, because it's a game of adversity, and it's about overcoming adversity every day.
With Coach Alligood taking the reins, these players are already seeing a change coming soon.
I've seen more leadership built, I think, and a lot more teamwork going on.
But it's not just the players who are buying in. It's the community who is also showing their support for the Rebels.
I think a lot of the people around here, a lot of businesses are helping out with about the new stadium and everything. Everybody's trying to help out and get us where we need to be.
This is something that's been a long time coming. It's got a lot of juice in the community and with the kids. So that right there in itself is really, give us a lot of momentum.
The Rebels are getting ready to go for the 2018 season and are excited to see what this season has in store for them.
We're going to have some school spirit, some town spirit, everybody comes and supports us, and I'm just thankful for all that.
In Nashville, John Barron, WALB News 10 Sports. All right, well, that was great. And, Coach, like you saw, it seems like your players are excited for this upcoming season as well as you are. So let's see if we can't get the Berrien Rebels their first win with you at the range. You ready?
All right,
so let's see if we can get him their first win, okay, right here with trivia. We are right now Theo versus Coach. We will see which one can have the best score out of the 9 questions. Now, like I said previously, 3 questions will be multiple choice. The last 6, you will have to provide the answers. Person who rings the bell first wins, okay? Well, I don't win, but we'll see. I mean, maybe, possibly. But let's go ahead and get to question number 1. Charles Woodson won the Heisman Trophy and had a successful career as a corner. What school did he attend?
Michigan.
That is correct. Michigan is right. Coach, you get a ball. And he's up 1-0, just like that.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yep. Well, okay, all right.
They told me I got
go too, because this guy right here.
Quick.
Yeah.
Tell me Theo's quick on the draw.
So question number 2. Who did the Seattle Seahawks play in Super Bowl 48? I'm going to him.
Green Bay Packers?
No.
Oh, I can't steal, but it was the Denver
Broncos.
Broncos.
It was the Denver Broncos. Yeah. The first 3, I'll give you a multiple choice. So,
and the Packers wasn't even an option.
No, it wasn't. It was the Broncos or it was New England Patriots. But, no, it's good. It's all right. He's still up 1-0.
Okay.
Just letting you know that you're still losing.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, ready? Question number 3. Who holds the record for the most touchdowns in all the NCAA? Derek Carr or Colt Brennan?
My guy.
He doesn't know who it is.
Colt
Anytime
Brennan.
he does that every time. Yeah,
My
he got
guy,
it right.
Colt Brennan.
He got it right. Now, let me explain something to you. That was out of 2. So I've seen what you go, this, I know this.
This is my guy.
When he emphasizes how much he knows it,
58.
he doesn't know it.
He covered
Okay,
him
I put that in there. 58. 58 what?
Touchdowns. Let's go.
So you're going to say his age or something, but okay, yeah. All right, so that was the last of the multiple choice questions. So now this is number 4, and this is the first question that you guys will have to provide the answer. Ready?
Ready.
What were NFL players required to wear for the first time in 1943?
Face mask.
No.
I got it. Helmets.
That is correct.
Oh!
All right, I tried to cover it up, but you didn't see it. I know, I went like that. I was just making sure you were looking at me.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, you guys are, no, Theo's up 2-1. It was helmets in 1943. It was the first time they were required to do so. So this is the last question we would do before we go to break. This is question number 5. When was the last time Miami won a national title?
2001.
That is correct. Just like that, we're tied back up. See, I keep throwing in Miami just
but
to see.
He was ready, though.
Just to see. He was ready. So, So don't go anywhere. We have 4 more questions left. So far, the game is tied at 2 apiece, and we'll be right back with more trivia. Welcome back to Sports Talk. Our trivia portion of the game so far. Theo is now tied with Coach Alligood at 2 each, and we still have, I think, 4 to go. So let's see who can come out of this victorious. You ready?
Me.
That's not what I asked. All right, ready? What college did New York Giant Odell Beckham Jr. attend?
Louisiana State University.
Wow.
Actually, it's LSU. Just like that, Theo is up right now, 3-2. I had to think about that.
This is what I do.
But,
This is what I do. Let's keep it going.
all right, see, this is why he always wonders
brag.
why I always try to make sure the coach wins.
brag.
But, yeah, you see right here.
It makes it fun.
No, it doesn't. All right, ready? So, next question. Before he retired after winning the Super Bowl, this quarterback also broke the all-time passing record.
Who is formerly with Papa John's, Peyton Manning? Boom! You know what I'm saying? Right? No?
Good.
Trebek.
He's good.
That is right. Yeah.
Come on, coach.
Yeah,
Good.
Peyton Manning was good. Theo is.
Also excellent. Come on.
How many more
right.
questions we got?
I think we have 2 left.
2 more.
And the last one's worth 2.
And the last
so you
one
can-
is worth 2. So if
Last
you get
one's
this
worth
one,
2.
the last one you could
right.
win. So
All right.
ready?
Got it.
All right. Question number 8. How many Super Bowls has Tom Brady won?
You didn't want to ring. 5.
That is correct. Yes. Good job, man.
Collusion. I'm calling it. All right, let's keep it moving.
all
Let's keep it moving. All right, I got him up 1.
Yep,
I got
but
him
this
up 1.
this last question is worth 2. So,
Gotta get it.
winner takes all right here. All right,
Gotta
ready?
get it, gotta
Question
get it.
number 9, final question. Who was this year's NFL first overall pick?
Come on. Wait, why are you always excited for
I'm just excited for the game, man.
Goodness gracious.
Oh,
I'm going to win.
How many seconds I got to answer this?
No more seconds.
You got to
10,
answer it.
5.
Why is he counting down himself?
Golly.
I'll just
Come
get
on.
ready to put these
Come
in.
on.
All right, I'm going to throw one out there. The guy from Oklahoma.
He didn't
Okay,
say any
what's-
names.
what's his name?
It's over with. It's
What's
over
his
with.
The guy
name?
from Oklahoma.
How much
What's
time
his
does he
name?
get? What kind of show and
Golly.
organization is this? Whoever's name on it needs to be.
What is his name? The
I
guy
get
from
the,
Oklahoma.
at this point, do I get the answer?
You have to throw an answer out now.
Me?
Him.
There's no way
He has to
this
throw
much
one
time.
out. He has to throw one out.
Goodness gracious. man.
Baker Mayfield.
That is correct.
I had it on the tip of my
You had
tongue.
it though. You had it. You were right.
I
Cleveland
could have
Browns.
said. I could have
Come on,
like,
man, hey.
You what to a pizza? You bake
Oh
it?
my gosh. You see what's
don't-
going on here.
He doesn't get the full 2 points for that.
No,
right?
okay,
No,
I'll
he
take
doesn't.
that.
He doesn't. No, no.
As long as I win. So we're going to discuss with Coach Alligood more about the Berrien Rebels and their upcoming schedule, as well as a new stadium they have in the works. So be on the lookout for that. We'll talk to him about what they have in the works for 2018 after the break.
Welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm John Barron. He's Theo Dorsey. And again, we are joined by the head football coach for the Berrien football team, Coach Tim Alligood. I'm sorry about that. But, Coach, let's just talk a little bit. You know, when I was out there at that practice, it seemed like everybody was really buying into the program, and especially the community, and especially with this brand new stadium coming in. Capacity is going to be 3,000 people, 2,000 on the home side and 1,000 on the away side. So, Coach, you know, that really explains a large amount that you guys are ready for this football team to get up and running, and so is the community. I mean, what does this mean for you guys as far as momentum?
Well, it's everything, you know, and like I said, it's been a long time coming. It's something that has been talked about for years and years. Finally got the splash to go through, you know, and we've had people calling all summer just waiting. When are y'all gonna start selling reserve tickets? When are you gonna start selling reserve tickets? So you know, we started last week, and I mean, they've been going like hotcakes, and I'm just excited to see that opening night because, like we talked about before the broadcast, you know, going to a football game has never been a problem in Nashville as far as the people that show up, and we you know, had a lot of people that would be standing on the side 3 deep, down in the end zone 3 deep. Now they got a place to sit. I mean, I think we're gonna fill it up. So. I'm excited for it.
And that's great because you and I, like you said, we're talking about that. I mean, capacity was a really big issue for you guys with the old stadium, but now, you know, the sideline is going to be larger for you guys to be able to move around more, and also the press box. You guys are going to have 2, one on the home side, one on the away side.
That's right.
So that really helps you guys out as well as being able to fill that out. And, you know, to be able to see the community's buy-in, that's got to be great for you guys as far as the team really just excited to get out there and first game going to be August 31st on that field. So looking
Correct.
forward to that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, perfect.
We
Yeah.
are
So,
too.
but Coach, let's talk a little bit about the teams overall getting into the issue. Okay.
Well, actually, I want to give a quick look at the schedule because we're going to be out of here, but you can catch the Berrien Rebels August 31st. They're going to host Macon County. They open on the 17th. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next Thursday.